For Etsy, more than half of our leaders are women. So statistically speaking, at least half of the people getting promoted should be women. 50% of our board are female. More than half, almost 2/3 of our senior executive team are women. So we think we have amazing female leaders in the company, and we've really focused on the discipline around performance management to make sure that it's objective and results-based. And the results are that we're seeing that we're statistically what race or gender you come from is not predicting how you're performing and getting promoted within the company, which I think is critically important.
Josh, do you find it difficult to build that bench, though? I think it's all about who you put around you, and strong leaders want to put stronger people around them. But sometimes it's harder to find females, right, than males. So do you find it hard to find? I know you said 32% of your engineers are women. Is that a number that you're comfortable with, or do you want to see that expand over time? And is it possible?
I'd start with 87% of our sellers are women, and about an equal percentage of our buyers are women. So we think it's a business imperative to have strong female representation inside of the company to understand our customers. We posted strong financial results, and I think that's part and parcel with our focus on diversity. And I think in this case, success breeds success. Etsy's been focused on diversity for some time. And I think we have a reputation in the market where women know that they can come to Etsy and succeed. So great women want to come to Etsy and succeed. And we need to continue to apply that focus to the market. And now we're looking at other areas too, like race, people of color, and making sure that we get the word out that Etsy's a great place where they can come and succeed as well.
So this is obviously really important to the company. You're much smaller than some of the other tech names that we brought up. So these are fantastic numbers, but how do you keep them and keep those metrics in place as you continue to grow?
So we have to be thinking about the pipeline of talent, particularly in engineering. Opportunities in engineering are not equally distributed in the United States. So we've got to think about, and in particular, if you haven't studied computer science in high school, you're very unlikely to major in it in college. So I'm also the chairman of something called Script Ed that goes into inner city schools and teaches computer science and provides pathways to technology. And over 85% of the students we reach are kids of color. Almost 50% of them are girls. And I think until we really focus all the way through the K through 12 pipeline, we're not going to see the success we want.
Can we talk about the earnings for a second?
Yeah.
Because they were blowout. You're looking at the stock pre-market up 11%. The question that I have is this. The Etsy skeptics long thought that somehow Amazon was going to steal this craft business, that all the sellers were going to somehow get on the other platform. Why haven't they stolen your business, and what are you worried about in that regard? Because there is a sense that they are still the elephant in the room, and if they decided they wanted to, is it something where if they decided they could flip it, they want to flip the switch, they could?
Look, Amazon is great at selling you all of the commodities of life. And who hasn't been on Amazon 3 or 4 times in the past week? But in the sea of sameness, sometimes you want to buy something special. You want it to feel special. You want it to express yourself. You want it to come with a story. You want to buy it from another human being. Etsy is about keeping commerce human. And when you want something that feels special, no one is better positioned to do that than is Etsy. And if you look at the traditional levers of commerce, it's about value, price, and selection. Amazon delivers great value by offering 10,000 units of something which they can buy in bulk and pass along the discounts. If you can buy 10,000 of anything, it doesn't belong on Etsy. In terms of convenience, they warehouse everything in advance so they can ship it in 2 days. Many of our items are made to order or customized, so they simply can't be warehoused in advance. And we offer more than 50 million items from more than 2 million sellers, so our selection can't be beat. So it's really not obvious that their advantages translate into our space.
If you were owned by an Amazon, would it be impossible to still have the kind of genetic makeup, as it were, that you do have?
You know, we're really focused on building our business as an independent company, and we think we've got a long runway for continued growth.
So you increased prices in the quarter to the sellers to 5% from 3.5%. I'm just curious what your strategy is on that, and did you see any pushback as a result? And then also, you've done a really great job at investing in your business and your company, right, in marketing and in tools and in search and a lot of different facets to continue to see growth and to see operating leverage. I'm curious as to what inning you are in on that investment spend.
I think we're in early innings of where Etsy can be. We think that the market potential, our total addressable market, is $155 billion, and that's only if you pick our top 6 categories in our top 6 geographic markets, and only the online portion. We did raise our fees for 13 years. We've had the same fee structure, 3.5% commission on sales, and we raised that to 5%. With 2 million sellers, we saw a diversity of voices around that. But what's important is the vast majority of sellers really understand that this is about us being able to invest more in them and to accelerate their growth, which I think our results are really showing. And what we talked about in the earnings call yesterday is that we have not seen any perceptible behavior change at this time from our sellers. No increase in churn, no increase in prices.